Hello and welcome to my channel. This is where we empower you to live a healthy and fulfilling life. We are in the month of February, the month of love, Valentine's Day. So today is Tuesday, February the 9th. Valentine's Day is Sunday, February the 14th. So I want to talk to you today about love and what is real love. How do you find real love, and when you find it, how do you maintain it? How do you keep it? Let's think about that. Love. What is love? What is your definition of love? How do you define love? Talk to me, tell me what is love? How do you know you have love, you've found love? What is it? Is it being head over heels over somebody? Is it that when you think of that person, or when you're with that person, or when you see that person, he or she just takes your breath away? What exactly is love? I mean, we all want it, right? We come into the world wanting love. It's just a human need. It's in our nature. But what exactly is it? And the reason I ask that is a lot of times people are in relationships and the relationship is not healthy, it's not going well, and they know it's not what's best for them. But sometimes people say, but I love him or I love her. I can't, I know it's not working. I know they're toxic for me. I know it's not good for me, but I love them. Is love allowing yourself to be mistreated? Is love allowing yourself to be walked over like a doormat? No, I submit to you, that's not love. Love is when you respect a person enough that you treat them with human kindness, that you treat them with decency, that you treat them with respect, and that you are committed. You are committed enough that you realize your flaws, you realize you're not perfect, but you're willing to work on your shortcomings. You're willing to give your all. You're willing to do what you need to do to keep the relationship working. That, my people, I think, is love. So if you're in a relationship and your spouse, partner, significant other is respectful, is kind to you, treats you with basic human decency, is committed to the relationship, that, my people, is love. That's worth working on and continuing to make better, and continuing to say, you know what, even though we may encounter rough spots, I'm not going to throw in the towel. But if you're with someone who doesn't respect you, who's not kind, who doesn't treat you with decency, who doesn't have the courtesy to respect your time, your space, or you, dear, that's not love. That's not love. So now that we have defined love, how do we keep the love going and growing? Again, sometimes people say, you know, when they first meet, they're madly in love. They feel they have a lot in common. They have fun. They spend time together. But as the relationship matures, they say, we fell out of love, or we grew apart. And you know, I think about that. We fell out of love. we grew apart. How do you grow apart? You know, I don't think people grow apart. I think people just stop trying. Because, you know, as long as you live, hopefully, God willing, you will continue to evolve. Life is movement. Life rewards movement. So we are constantly changing. We are or should be, constantly learning new things, investing in different things. And so if you are with a person or a spouse or partner that you love, and that person is growing and expanding, then you would be interested in learning about their growth, and vice versa. They should be interested in learning about your growth. So that's why I don't think, you know, when people say they outgrew each other, I just don't think that's true. I think people stop caring. People stop trying. You know, we can get to points where we said, you know what, I don't give a about them. So let her do whatever. I'm not interested. I don't care. Let him do it. I'm not interested. I don't care. Yeah, if you get to that point, you are going to separate. You're going to get further and further apart. So what's the lesson in all of that? How do we keep the love alive? Stay interested. Stay involved. Share some of your new discoveries. Your spouse doesn't have to participate in all of them, but share them with them. And the spouse that is receiving that or listening to that, show some interest. Act like you did when you were dating. You know, when we're dating, we're all ears and we have 100. They have 100% of our attention. Continue that when you're in a relationship. You know, relationships are meant to be. Yes, they can be challenging, and it can be a lot of work. But they're meant for our enjoyment, for our pleasure. And if you are willing to do the work, stay committed, stay interested, treat people with kindness and decency, your relationship will make it. It really, really will. Now, if you're not currently in a relationship and you want to be in a relationship, these same principles apply, but I want you to apply them to yourself. So let's work. If you're not in a relationship, but you're looking for a relationship, let's work on ourselves so that we can then be ready and attract what it is that we want. Because, you know, let me say this. In order to relate to someone else, you have to be able to relate to yourself. You've got to know who you are, what you stand for, and what you're about. And so let's also be willing to put work into ourselves. I hear people talk about, you know, self-love and self-care. I 100% support self-love and self-care. Now, I personally don't look at self-love and self-care as, you know, treating yourself to a spa, getting your nails done or your hair done. Although all of that is good, my basic definition of self-care and self-love is from the inside out, starting with my thoughts and my brain and what I allow into my mental space. I want to think enough of myself that I take care of my body, I take care of my spirit, and I take care of my mind. And that's what I consider to be self-care and self-love. And in order to do that, we have to be consciously awake. We have to be serious about what we do on a daily basis. We just can't leave it to happenstance. we have to be intentional in what we eat, what we watch, what we listen to, how we move our bodies, and just who we allow into our space. So if you are in a relationship and you are loving, you're kind, and you're sweet, continue that. If you're not and you know what you need to do, work on it. If you are single and you're currently not in a relationship with someone else, you're just in a relationship with yourself, be kind and loving and sweet to yourself. And I'm wishing all of you a happy Valentine's Day. And you don't have to wait to just one day to love. Love on yourself and love on your spouse. Just, life is good. Love is good. And love God gave us love and mercy as a gift to us, because he wants us to be loving and lovable. So love up on yourself and love up on your spouse. That's it for now. Until next time, love, peace, and happiness. See you. Deuces.